All right, today is Saturday, January 29th. It is time to take on the first roller coaster of 2022. So I'm alone again today. As you can see, my original plan was to try to get some friends to go up to Goats on the Roof to ride the goat coaster in Pigeon Forge. Yeah, that's apparently a thing, but hopefully I'll do that another day. I'm saving that for when I have friends to go with, because I think that would be really funny. Today, I'm going to ride a more generic and not out there mountain coaster. So I'm going to go ride Smoky Mountain Alpine Coaster, which is on the same road as Goats on the Roof, like half a mile closer into the strip. So not quite into Pigeon Forge. But yeah, for those of you who don't know what a mountain coaster is, basically the concept is, if you ever seen an alpine slide, it's like an alpine slide on rails. But basically you ride in like a plastic sled that's one person, or you can do two people, but usually one person, and you have a brake lever so you can manually control your speed. And so there's almost no automatic components in the structures, usually some mass-produced pieces that they put together into a custom structure. And it usually follows along the natural terrain of a hill, hence the name, a mountain coaster and sometimes alpine coaster. Very low capacity and cheaply built rides, usually for being standoff attractions at a tourist destination or something like that. So you see a lot of them around Pigeon Forge, but you don't ever see these usually at full-blown amusement parks just because of their low capacity. And an amusement park can afford to put in something bigger. It's just a different kind of coaster. You'll see if you haven't seen one before. But for now, I need to find somewhere to get gas because I only have like 22 miles of gas left in my car. It's not very good. So I just parked, and here's my view from the parking spot, and this thing actually looks like it's going to be pretty good. I've only ridden one mountain coaster, and it wasn't that great. Of course, this won't be super thrilling, but for what it is, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So you can already see what I'm talking about with the like one person on each sled kind of thing. That's kind of how these run. This looks like it has an awesome light package. So my plan was to try to do one ride in the light and then get a night ride. So the sun is already starting to set a little bit, so it looks like I'm going to get a sunset ride and then hopefully a true night ride after that. So I really like the sign they have. You can see from the road, they had a little jumbotron under it showing their hours and kind of their some videos of it. Here's the road it's on, and then the strip is all the way down that way. So I do like that it's very offset from the absolute mess that is the strip, and it's built right on this ridge here, which is really cool. So there's their hours. They don't post their hours online for some weird reason. I just assumed they'd be open, and I assumed correctly. So you can see the parking lot in front of the station there, and then there's this parking lot, which looks like it's pretty new, but it extends all the way down there. So definitely doesn't look like there'll be any parking issues here. I do see there is actually a sidewalk there, so you can also walk here, though I don't know why you would want to do that, because there's not really anything close to here. And then the trolley, Pigeon Forge trolley system should come close to here somewhere. I don't know exactly where the stops are, but so this is a Weigand first gen Alpine coaster. I don't think there are any second gen installs in the US yet. I also hope I pronounced Weigand correctly. Anyways, there's really nothing here except the Alpine coaster. It is a completely standalone attraction. That's the station, and that's where you go buy tickets and stuff. So let's do it. Heading up there now, you can see there's actually a little seating area over here if you want to watch it go. But here's the station. It looks like the ticket purchasing kiosk is outside. That's kind of unfortunate. There's where you enter the station queue to the right of the ticket booth, but they want you to go put all loose articles back in your car. They don't have loose article bins there, which is kind of unfortunate. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll see y'all on the other side. They usually give you, it's a pretty decent ticket here. It's not just a piece of paper, a receipt or something. So I'm gonna go back and ride. It was $18 for anyone 12 and up. I don't remember what the other prices were, but it's a little bit cheaper if you're under 12, but not much. What the heck? Police just pulled someone over into this parking lot. Here, let's see, the window's dirty. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, first impressions, got a very late sunset ride there. You can't see me very well. The lights in my car are not great for actually being able to see the other passengers, even though I have them all turned on. But anyways, that was actually really fun. They claim this to be the longest alpine coaster in the Sevierville kind of area. And they say it's a little longer than a mile. Roller Coaster Database says it's about 4,000 feet, which is not a mile. So either Roller Coaster Database is wrong, or they're kind of stretching the mile part, but I do believe it is still the longest mountain coaster in this area. And yeah, it was just really fun because you go all the way up that ridge. It was cool right now because we actually got some snow last night here, which is really weird, like a light dusting. So it was like kind of a light dusting of snow on the mountain as you went up, and that was really cool. Siri thinks I'm asking about the weather. I was not. But as you may have heard her say, it's in the 20s right now. It's currently 22 degrees. So yeah, even with my coat and gloves and hat, I was kind of freezing. My hands were completely numb when I came off. So I came to the car to do this and to warm up. I'm gonna wait till it's still dusky. I'm gonna wait till it is pitch black and get a second ride, a pure night ride. But in a minute, after I've warmed up a bit, I'll show you guys around the place a little bit more, since I didn't get to do that beforehand. You definitely can't see me now. It is a lot darker. I'm gonna show you guys around in just a minute, and then I'm gonna go take my night ride. But yeah, again, I really had a blast on that. You can actually get some pretty decent speed. They said it tops out at about 27 miles per hour, but when you are in an open sled like that, you really feel the speed. And like, especially when you hit some of there's like 2 or 3 helixes during the ride where I actually felt a bit of force, which I wasn't really expecting for a ride like this. And then also some of those tight turns, some of them are not banked, so you really get some forces to the side. And it's really crazy because the restraint system on this ride is literally like a car seat belt, so you feel very free. So I find it pretty thrilling because of that. And it's just really cool how you're up in the woods at the top. And actually there's some construction equipment up there, so I don't know if they're putting in some tunnels or theming elements or something. I don't know. Will be interesting to see. But yeah, there's a good first section of the ride where you're just in the woods before you come out to the edge here and kind of ride down the side of the ridge. And you really feel like you're up pretty high. It's pretty fun. Just look at that light package up there. It looks a lot taller in person, as does literally everything in the world. But like, so the lights go all the way up. And it's not just they've lit up the part on the ridge that you can see from the road, all the way back there while you're riding it. It is all lit up all the way up, even the sections in the back. They even had some Christmas decorations left up there. I don't know if they usually have more around Christmas time or what, but that was interesting. So yeah, again, giant parking lot. Here's the station building slash everything building. So there's the ticket window on the right. And if we go all the way to the right of the ticket window, this is the queue off to this side. There's another little seating area over here that just has 2 benches right now, in observation area to see more of the ride over here. And a vending machine, but this is the queue. You can see they got a TV with safety instructions, some cool neon lighting even in here. Luckily the queue is not really full today, but you can see they got it. And then that's where you board. They have a lot of sleds, but they dispatched them pretty far apart, which is good, because that means I was able to, because you can control your speed, I was able to go full speed the whole time, all the way forward, and didn't even get close to the person in front of me. But it just means the wait's a little longer, because there's only 1 person per sled, and they're spacing them out a lot. The observation area on the left here actually has tables, and there is where you exit, and you have to exit through the gift shop. They do have a gift shop, so that's in the center of the building there. They got vending machines outside for sodas and stuff, but that's it for food and beverage here. And there's a gift shop, just some shirts and stuff. Okay, you know what's funny? If you look all the way to the right over here, they have an overflow parking lot. So it doesn't look like parking's really ever going to be an issue here. Yeah, all they sold in the gift shop were shirts and hoodies featuring that logo in a few different colors. They looked nice. I'm just not sure I want to spend the money today, but I'll see after my ride. As you can see, queue is short, so I'm going to go ahead and buy a ticket and go for my night ride. I don't think it's going to get much darker than this. That's a street light, not sunlight, so gonna be fun. All right, I bought my ticket. Again, they don't have loose article bins on the platform, so they ask you to leave everything in your car. So I got my keys in my zipper pocket. Make sure you have a zipper pocket so you can lock the car and keep the car keys, or at least someone that's not going to ride in your party to keep the car keys. And yeah, it's time to take a ride. It's going to be sick at night, so be right back. Landing in my car is just not good, but that was so much fun. I mean, $18 is a lot for one ride, but it is a decently long ride, and like, I personally think it's worth it. It kind of depends on what kind of person you are, but I love a good mountain coaster, like just the uncontrolled feeling. Like I said, you just have a car seat belt and you're taking those turns and stuff pretty fast. And I especially love like the lift segments because they're really, really long and you're out in the woods and you're completely alone because good luck trying to fit 2 adults on one of those slides. You can fit an adult and a kid, but chances are you're going to be going alone, and they space them a lot out here. So just being up there up on those lifts, just quiet in the woods by yourself. I'm someone that loves nature, so of course I love that. And then getting to take a ride through the woods, and it's just a different kind of experience than like a traditional roller coaster. Very much so. That's why it's an alpine / mountain coaster. It's why we make that differentiation so much, because it's a very different type of experience, but I really enjoy it. And so for me, the $18 per ride was worth it. I don't know if it would be for another person, but at least give it a try. Maybe I'd say at night is probably the better time to experience it, because you can really see that light package that they really went all out on. Like, even when you get back in the woods, everything is lit up with that RGB lighting. Everything's lit up with that rainbow lighting, and it just looks really cool. Also, all the trains have headlights on them, just FYI, so you don't get the authentic in the dark night ride experience of a roller coaster, but again, it's a different experience. It's still fun. All right, so I decided to go get a hoodie. I actually, unironically, really liked this orange color. It is UT orange too, though, so it works for me. So unfortunately, all the merch they sell in the store, as I mentioned before, is t-shirts or hoodies. That's it. The t-shirts, I think, were $15. The hoodies are $25, which they're pretty thick hoodies, but it's pretty much exactly what you would expect from a hoodie, so not necessarily a bad thing. But and I should mention, all the prices here do include tax, which is nice. So it's not 18 plus tax for the ride or 25 plus tax for the hoodie. It's just 25 or 18, which is nice. I really like when tax is included and I don't have to figure that out myself or end up spending a lot more than you meant to. They usually have an on-ride photo. I think I saw the on-ride photo thing is like in the last turn before you come into the quote brake run, which that turn is actually, I think, the quickest, most intense whip on the ride. So it makes sense why they put the camera there. And they do have a thing set up in the gift shop to sell photographs and a television. But unfortunately, as with a lot of other places this year, saw a lot of parks last year over the summer, not selling on-ride photographs just because of staffing issues. So, and that's the case here too. So that monitor was off. It wasn't even taking pictures or showing them, which is unfortunate. But anyways, I'm gonna go and get out of here. It's about 7:30. I don't want to be back super late tonight. It took me about an hour to get here from Knoxville, but that was mostly because I got stuck in traffic on the strip. But on the way back, I'm gonna follow my GPS, taking some back roads. It should only take about 40 minutes. I should save a little bit of time, because this is like off of the strip a bit back to the west, so you should be able to get back to Knoxville without coming around the strip to the interstate, and that should be faster. We'll see. I've never taken these roads before, so we'll see how long it takes. So there you go. I probably still look like a creepy silhouette here, but hope you enjoyed. Made it back to Knoxville in about the exact same amount of time, so it actually wasn't any faster, but it wasn't any slower, and I did not have to deal with Pigeon Forge Strip traffic, which is one of my least favorite things in the planet. So that's great. Like, honestly, the Pigeon Forge Strip is like one of the most stressful places to drive. Really, any kind of strip like that, where it's like 3 lanes on each side, 6 lanes total, just throughway highway with major destinations going, people turning on and off of it constantly, traffic lights every 2 blocks. It's just a traffic mess, and like not pedestrian friendly if you want to like hang out in the area. Like, overall, it's just not good design for a tourist area, in my opinion, and Pigeon Forge is not the only one that does this. One of the many reasons that I prefer Gatlinburg, even though I actually have not been to Gatlinburg once this year. I've been to Pigeon Forge all the time. I haven't been to Gatlinburg yet, but I think Gatlinburg is a better designed city than Pigeon Forge. Anyways, I'll save my rants about stupid American street designs for another day. For now, I am going to say bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed this quick vlog. +1 to my coaster credit count, +1 to my hoodie count. So if any of you guys have had a chance to ride Smoky Mountain Alpine Coaster in Pigeon Forge, luckily a bit off of the strip, so it's actually kind of in the woods, let me know what your thoughts were. And if you've ridden any other mountain coasters, what is your favorite mountain coaster? I'm curious. I think that's my new favorite. Although the other one I rode it so long ago. It was before I was a coaster enthusiast. I don't even remember which one it was. It was one of the ones around the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, but I don't remember. But I'm planning to get to all of them, if not this year, within the next few years while I'm going to school here. So I'm sure I'll recognize when I get there that that's the one I've ridden before. But yeah, it wasn't this one. This one was much better from my memory. So yeah, I got the hoodie instead of the t-shirt because it's freaking 20 degrees. It was 22 degrees when I rode it. It is freaking, it's colder today than it's been the entire time that I've been at Knoxville. the last like week and a half, so that's great. So I got my hoodie to commemorate that, but I survived. It actually wasn't too bad. I had a coat and a hat and gloves and stuff, but be sure to stay tuned for some more roller coaster vlogs. Like I said, I really want to get up to Goats on the Roof with some friends and do some other fun stuff before Dollywood reopens around the Pigeon Forge area, because most of that stuff other than Dollywood is year-round operations. And of course, there'll be other not coaster-related stuff on the channel if coasters aren't exactly your thing, but you just watch these for fun. I'll probably try to be doing some more video game or Nintendo game related things, tech things. I got a lot of stuff planned, so be sure to stay tuned. You never know what's coming next.